Welcome back to ATV, and the USC Trojans have now won 3 games in a row, and this has been partially due to Sam Darnold and the fired-up Trojan offense. Darnold was a machine on the field last week, throwing for 235 yards and 5, yes, count it, 5 touchdowns. Darnold also picked up 54 yards on the ground. Darnold has revitalized the Trojan offense and was even named the Rose Bowl Pac-12 Player of the Week. Darnold has not only taken Trojan Nation by storm since taking over the starting job, but he's also caught the eye of the national media as well. After another terrific performance, Darnold now leads the nation in QBR, also known as quarterback rating. Now, for those of you who do not know what quarterback rating is, it is a 1 to 100 scale that is used to measure a quarterback's performance based off of touchdowns and interceptions and other stats like that. Sam Darnold leads the nation with total QBR of 91.4 and has also thrown for over 1,300 yards this year. To put this stat in perspective, let's look at other notable quarterbacks around the country with a lower QBR than Darnold. You have Clemson's Deshaun Watson, a former Heisman candidate, Louisville's touchdown machine in Lamar Jackson, and Oklahoma's Baker Mayfield. Over and over and over again, the USC men's water polo team is racking up wins in college conference play. Not only that, but they're also picking up more awards as weeks pass. This week was not any different, as it was Blake Edwards who was awarded the MPSF Player of the Week. Edward was a man among boys in USC game this past weekend against UCA Santa Barbara. He went 5 for 5 shooting and scored his 100th career goal. He has 32 goals this season and picked up his first MPSF award of the year.
It was a bit of a shock. Wasn't something that I expected or really think about, but to have that award, it's quite an honour. Go down as a century scorer for the program for me is something that's a really big achievement. We just got to stick to our good defence we've been playing all season, transition hard, and hopefully the result will look after itself. But yeah, we're expecting a tough match.
Trojans will be back in the pool this Saturday against Long Beach State. The number 5 USC women's soccer team took care of business against Arizona State last Saturday, and the Trojans' Savannah Levin was awarded the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week.
But I think in this game specifically, I just saw more opportunities to get offensive and take the shots. Kadani always mentions how if one of our names is up there, it sort of represents the whole team and what everybody's doing right. I think that both of the Washington teams always bring a really high work rate, and that's always fun to play against, and I think it'll be exciting.
The women of Troy march on in conference play and will host both Washington State and Washington this weekend. From college, we head to the pros, and we are getting closer and closer to the favorite October Classic, the World Series. With the Indians leading the Blue Jays 3-0 and the Cubs and the Dodgers tied at 1 game apiece, it was a massive day on the diamond. With their backs against the wall down 3-0 in the series, the Blue Jays faced Indians ace Corey Kluber. It was all tied up at 0 before the Blue Jays' Josh Donaldson sent a towering home run to center field to break the tie. Then later in the game, Ezequiel Carrera then knocked in one more run for the Blue Jays to take a commanding 2-0 lead. The Blue Jays did not look back from there as they went on to win the game 5-1 and force a Game 5 in Toronto tomorrow night. And currently going on in the National League in Chavez Ravine, it is the top of the 4th in Game 3 of the NLCS with the Dodgers leading the Cubs 1-0. It was Corey Seager with an RBI double to give the Dodgers the lead. It is that time of the week again, folks. It's time for something strange I saw this week. And yesterday I had nothing. I was lost and scavenging the internet for something good. But then it was Arizona Cardinals cornerback Patrick Peterson that came along. Take a look at this. This is Patrick Peterson, an all-pro cornerback, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and I guess part T-Rex. Peterson dressed up in a T-Rex costume and did warm-ups before the game. This is absolutely hysterical and fun, but it didn't look like he could get much movement wearing that suit. I really just have a question. Is it hot in that? I think it is. Let's send it back to Aaron and Lauren over at the desk. Guys, back to you.